Hello everyone, it's Scott, and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast and Evolve Skyblock Expert Mode. So I'm over here by the recyclers, and I was doing a little research on what it would take, because I haven't checked in on this in a while, and I was pleasantly surprised when I came over to the output of the replicator and found 5 stacks of iridium ore. So I'm like swimming in this stuff, and so I was looking into what it would take to get the quantum solar panel, and if we take a look at this, we're going to need 8 of the ultimate hybrid solar panels as well as this quantum core. The quantum core is going to require a lot of nether stars, which I've kind of shown are not a challenge. I just need to do the effort. Each one of these enriched cenarium, not a problem. The cenarium alloy, well, that's what's going to require the the massive amount. Let's say 4 times 8, 32 each, and then I'm going to need 4 of those. So basically 2 stacks of iridium just to get the quantum core, and then not counting that the hybrid panels are going to need quite a bit each. So essentially I'm going to need 2 times 8 again, another 32. So quite a bit of iridium. So especially since I need 8 times 2 times 8, 128 of the iridium just to do that. And then the advanced solar panel is going to need a lot of things too. This irradiated is going to need another piece of iridium ingots. So that in itself is just going to be a lot of work here. So I don't know if I'm quite at the point where I can pull it all off, but if I want to step up my iridium game, I think the problem here is that I need to convert the all these things to HV wire connectors, and I could probably get rid of half of all of these recyclers. So it turns out that what I really want to do is actually up the see, some of these don't even have any overclockers at all, and so they're not actually providing much help. So I saw a web posting that kind of led me down to calculate what it would actually take to speed this up. And so one estimate was it takes 22 overclockers with 1 recycler in order to provide a stack of basically 1 scrap box per tick in order to keep the recycler, or to keep the mass fabricator running at full tilt. And so that we can just since I've already gone to the effort, what I should do is probably put about 10 of the overclockers in per recycler, and then upgrade everything to HV connectors, and then see how that upgrades the flow through. So additionally, I can get rid of this cyclic assembler and convert it into a what I have over here, one of these crafters, and then that will actually produce the scrap boxes much quicker, and that might be the only way I can keep up with everything. And yeah, so even as it is right here, I could probably replace this with a different kind of servo in order to speed this up. You can see that there's still quite a bit of gap between when I get the bonus and when I don't. So yeah, so that'll work out pretty good if I take that effort and work on that. But what I really want to cover today is actually Thaumcraft. So before I can go to the spirit realm, I need the Traveler's Belt, and before I do that, I need to upgrade a bunch of witchery stuff, which is going to require, at least in the outset, infusion. So that means I need to work on the on this, the Runic Matrix. So I'm going to see if I can craft up one of these in the Runic Altar, because I have all the parts, especially since now I have blood runes. So let me get the pieces together, and I'll be right down. Alright, let's get this party started. So over here to the hopper, let's throw in, well, let's bring up the Runic Matrix first, and just validate that we have all of the 5 Botania runes. We have 4 of the Blood Magic Blood runes, and we have 1 attuned stone. So let's throw all that in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll need the 4 blood runes and the attuned stone and 1 living rock. With that, we just have to wait for the reaction to occur. It just vanished again. Okay, that is seriously weird because I don't think... Oh, I know why. Nuts. Because these guys are being absorbed because of the... they're being sucked out by the filter. So let me just disable that quick. So magic, let's see, rune of... What am I missing now? Okay, so the rune of magic, I think is the last one. Okay. Alright, so all that's loaded in. So let's grab the living rock. Bam, bam. And I'll come back when this is properly timed through. Alright, while that's ticking, I want to demo some changes to my mob farm up here. So I ended up placing in the Killer Joe right here, and so it's attacking the mobs as they spawn on the Cursed Earth. Yep, and so as a result, I'm gathering up quite a bit of liquid EXP, and then the rest of the nutrients are being fed in from the ME system. For some reason, the power on this Flux Infused sword has dropped to 0, but the durability is not going down as the Killer Joe keeps, well, killing things. So I'm not going to question it, so I'm going to just leave that be. Now, I ended up creating a little fluid farm down here for each of the 3 what I need for hooch to make rocket fuel. And then over here is the nutrient distillation. Each of these is being fed in from interfaces from the ME system, which is then dumping into the vats, which is then producing the fluid. And each of the fluid is then connected through storage buses to the ME system. And so here's all the fluids I have right now that seem to be working out pretty good. Alright, I see what happened. I actually drained all the mana out of this, out of the mana pool, and voila! That should be the, yep, there we go, the Runic Matrix, and that gave me an achievement. Will not help you dodge bullets. Excellent, excellent. So, great. So what I ended up doing while I was waiting was craft this space over here. So I know there's a lot of mobs here, but that's my intention. I'm trying to see if I can at least get a couple special guys. So let's get the Safari Net back out. Throw that in the ME system while I make sure I don't screw up here. So let's grab at least 1 Enderman. Do you see any witches? I don't see any witches, but let's zoom in and grab this guy. Whoops. Okay, maybe you. Nope. Okay. Alright. Let's just pick off some of the skellies here with my flux infused bow. Yep, so I'm just kind of one-shot killing these dudes. No problem. I still don't see any witches. Oh well, that's unfortunate. So what I'm doing is trying to prepare a space for all of the mobs here, or not the mobs, for the infusion process. And what I need to do is set up the infusion area is a 12 by 12 by 7 height to 8 height below of the central pedestal. Technically, heights are measured from the Runic Matrix itself, so +5 above the matrix to -10 below. But yeah, the whoops. All right, I just made him mad. Oh well. So between the laying out the area for the all the pedestals and yep, the so what I'm going to need to do is set up an area where I can lay out and create a stability zone. So I do that by trying to create symmetry between all the different placements. So let's get rid of that. Can I grab you? Yes, I grabbed you. So heading up. Okay. I could really use an angry zombie, but I don't see any. So why don't I just grab a zombie? I don't need skeletons. And these guys are all killing each other. Yep, I don't need armored skeletons. So, yep, so that's working out fine. What I'll do is I'll just wait for the daylight and then come back and repair this. Alright, now that I'm back, what I need is the pedestal. Here it is, the Arcane Pedestal, which is just simply arcane stone blocks laid out in this letter I pattern. So let me see if I can at least get 64 of these. Okay, excellent. So I still have a little bit of V left in this Great Wood Wand. So let's head back and take care of this. So throwing all these arcane blocks in, and I am now out of mana on that one. So let's throw in a 25er. So back to here, bink, bink, there. Actually, okay, I wasn't actually out of mana. I just had messed up the formula. So I want to grab at least 8 to start. Now the strongest in the game is going to be this very last item in the magic tree for, I counted 39 items here in order to make the create a pool. But I think that that's actually an icon of the creative liquid storage tank. So if we come in here to the end game items where we can actually craft some of those. So the everlasting guilty pool. Okay, so that's what the icon actually is. I need to take a portable tank and throw it in. The portable tank itself is this extreme crafting. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of bedrockium, which actually just means that it's going to be a lot of Mox nuclear fuel. So at some point, I might just convert the replicator over to do that. Yeah, so this is quite a crazy endgame goal. 512 of each aspect. Yeah, that's just going to be amazing. Alright, so let's take the pedestals that I do have, and actually let's grab just a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's say. So total 16. And then another one for safekeeping. So, alright, so in this checker pattern here, let me grab the quartz and do a little quick repair. What I want to do is lay these out in a symmetric pattern, all centered around the central this brown block that I placed, which is going to be the pedestal that's used for actually actual infusion. So let's get rid of that. Just symbolically place that down. Then that'll be the central arcane pedestal. Okay, and so from there, I'm just going to lay these out. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Do I want to lay it out here? I don't know how tight I want to make this. Probably for convenience factor, I'll start off like so, and just kind of trace around. So this will be let's say the core 8. I'd say most of the formulas seem to take at least 8. And so what they need to do is be in a radially opposite x and z coordinate from the central location. So basically, if I were to put one here, then it would infuse to have the least stability, least instability if I have a matching pedestal here. So when I craft, it's not only the pedestals that matter, but also making sure that I have the items that are being fuel for the infusion also need to be radially opposite. And there we go. Okay, so I think that'll work for almost everything that I need here. So let's lay down a couple of regular torches just for light. Though I have seen I can use niter. Actually, does niter provide light or just heat? Because maybe I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Okay, I have 6. Oh, excellent. Okay, so that also, it's very hard to see with the yellow on, yeah, the yellow on white here, but it actually is providing a light source effect. So let's place 1 there and 1 here, and then maybe what I'll do is, yes, so I'm going to lay out for stability heads. So skulls and heads. So I'm going to use the pipe character to do an OR condition. So anything that's this 397 with the item ID number is eligible to be used as a stability item for Thaumcraft purposes. So what I'm going to do is just grab a bunch of zombie heads and creeper heads, skeletons maybe. Nah, I don't know. I'll just stick with this for now. I have so many of these heads that what I'll do is I'll just lay them out here. Probably does it matter if it's decorative or not, or can I just like lay out a field of them? And does anybody care but me if I were to lay them out like such? The reason I'm doing this is I think it would be helpful because I can then lay out and use the I already threw it in the ME system. That's why. So let's grab the builder's wand again, and I can just can I? No, I can't. Okay. Well, simple right click will work then. So I'm just going to fill this up with a field of skulls and then come back, and then I should be ready for my first infusion. Alright, let's grab a couple more of the arcane stone blocks, and what I'm going to do is turn them into arcane stone bricks. So let's grab a couple of these. I only need 4 for the final build. So let's do that, and we'll take the Runic Matrix back out. Let's grab a little bit of glass just for the time being. And I don't need any of these anymore. So what I ended up doing was laying out quite a bit of heads here. So I ran out of skeleton skulls and ended up using zombie heads and creeper heads in their place. So now to finish the build, let's set up. I'll need some blocks and bricks and the matrix itself. So to finish the pattern, let's put a block here in the 4 diagonals from the central arcane pedestal. Let's place down 4 more arcane stone blocks. And then what I'll need to do is build 1 level up, place the Runic Matrix, and then I need to hit it with a wand. So let's take this 25 power wand. Not enough. Alright, that was kind of weird because the Thaumanomicon under Infusion clearly states that I'm going to need 25. Oh, I think I know what's going on. Because I am not wearing any of the yes, so these wands end up taking 105% V cost. What I needed to do was create the Thaumaturgist equipment in order to get a 10% reduction, and then that would allow me to work with that. So let me take a quick peek at what I still need for this to get the extra 5%. So I'm going to need Enchanted Fabric, which do I finally have? Yeah, I have enough golden thread finally. So now, in order to make this, what else am I going to need? I think that's it. Okay, so for the Thaumaturgist robe, that's your standard 7. Then I'm going to need, I'm sorry, I can't do math. So that's 8 plus 7 plus 4. 19. Alright, so alright, I don't know what that was. I have a guess though. I took a look at the crash report, and so it's definitely here in the arcane terminal where I think I was double clicking while I ran out of V in the wand, and see, I don't have enough air here, and so it kind of well, crashed. So here's the 19 enchanted fabric that I need. So let's clear out that formula and see if I can craft up the remaining pieces. So let's take that out. I should have a couple more wands. Yep, so Thaumaturgist robe. I should have, here we go, Thaumaturgist leggings. And then lastly, we should be able to get the, yep, this one has just enough for Thaumaturgist boots. Excellent. So, if I were to instead load up, well, I don't want to do that yet. Let me fly down to the infusion area. Bing. And then if I were to load up this, that should give me just enough V discount that if I right click, I now have the Runic Matrix and the Infusion Altar. Alright, so it's formed the multi-block. Let's switch back to regular armor. Well, my flying armor at least. And so, excellent. So with that, I should have exactly what I need. Here, can I scan it? No. No. Okay. I probably should have scanned it before, but that's okay. In any case, I now have the matrix. So what I need next is to figure out what it's going to take to unlock. There should be a infusion provider somewhere in here. Ascension Provider is the one that I need for the. Actually, no, that's quite a bit of stuff. Well, okay, this is definitely going to be what I need to make. So I'm going to have to fill up jars with the Machina, Ordo, Permutatio, and Praecantatio, and at least work out this very first block, because that will allow me to use the ME system to basically provide material to the Crucible, which will make it really easy to start automating a whole bunch of things. Alright, I did a little bit of reading, and so what I need to do is get the magic mirror from the Mirror Magic research. So let me drop in one last piece. That'll give me the discovery, and click, and that will unlock the mirror under the Artifice tab down here. And so I'm curious whether I need to unlock this too. Let's head back to Energistics. Okay, and that has unlocked this Infusion Provider. Excellent. So let me work through what I need for this. Alright, unfortunately I just lost my footage, but I unlocked the Infusion Provider, and so in order to make this, I'm going to need 2 of the Ascension Mirrors, which are crafting a mirrored glass surrounded by iron and ender pearls. The mirrored glass I'm going to need to just melt down some quicksilver with a tiny bit of V, so 10 and 10, well that's not tiny, but so 20 total. So let me see if I can start taking care of that. So Quicksilver. Okay, it's going to be, how many do I have? I have 500 of these guys. Alright, so let's pull up a stack of that. Or not. Alright, so when the client crashed, I actually lost everything that was not in my inventory. So I lost that full stack of Quicksilver. So I went back to the video and checked. I had 522 of the items. So that works out to 8 stacks. So what I'm going to do is just well, credit myself back what I lost. So that's really unfortunate. This game's been working pretty good up to this point. I remember having a lot of issues with the Sky Factory as I got towards the end game, and I hope this isn't going to turn into the same thing where I just end up with a multitude of crashes. It'd be really unfortunate. All right. Well, anyway. So what I'm going to do is load all this back into the ME system. Let's bring up the Quicksilver and bring in, well, like that. I should have 56 Quicksilver here. So, alright, well that should be good enough for what I need to do. And then this will slowly build up again as more of my dust is processed by my grinding system. So what I need to do then is toggle back over here and make 2 mirrors. So let's find that mirrored glass. So I need that and a mana glass pane. There we go, missing the V. Well, this one's empty. This one's tapped. This one still has it. Alright, so 1, 2. Excellent. And then from there, I can go in and make the mirrored panels, the magic mirrors next. Actually, Ascension Mirror. Here we go. And so from that, I'll need 6 iron and 2 ender pearls. So let's grab the pearls next. I really shouldn't be using this terminal for normal item transfer, given how buggy Thaumic Energistics seems to be. But anyway, let's take one more look at what I need in the crafting. So Ascension Mirrors are going to need Aqua, Iter, and Permutatio. Do I have any of that? Well, I've got plenty of Aqua. Iter? Nope. And Permutatio? Nope. So let me grind those down in the Alembic. Alright, I think I'm ready to begin. I ended up getting water jars of Precantatio, a little bit of Iter. It turns out that you can make Iter with boats, so it's anything that moves. So I'm surprised that there aren't more pipes that are eligible, but maybe there are. I just haven't discovered them. But definitely boats are the cheapest thing to get 4 Iters each. So those are melting down in the Alembic, and so I should have everything else I need. I've loaded up the 3 pieces of iron, the glass, so all I need to do now is just tap the matrix with the wand, and it should pull these items out of the jars. Okay, looking good. So I've found all the Ascension that it needed, and yep, so absorbing the items and done. Excellent. So let's do it again. So what's nice about this wireless terminal right now is that I can put it into the remote mode by shift right clicking, so I can get the Ascension terminal up, and so from here I can just bring in the Iter, this guy, and load up the jar. There we go, 27 Iter, and that's what I need to basically start this process again. Alright, done, so let's collect it out. So there's our 2 Ascension Mirrors, and so the next thing we're going to need is some Salus Mundus. Well, that's easy. Another ME interface. That's easy. So I'll just refill all my jars. The last thing I need is the Machina. Do I have that? Yes, I do. 64 Machina. So let me grab another jar and lay that out down here also. Okay, these should be the 4 core essence I need: Essentia, Ordo, Permutatio, and Precantatio. And I've loaded everything up in the 8 directions here. The Salus Mundus, the air shards, the 2 coalescence cores. And let's just hit this with the wand and let everything run down. Okay, good. So it found the Machina. Hopefully it can, well, just in case, let's load up some of the additional stuff that I'm gathering. So let's do that and lay that down here. 64 is kind of an odd number. There's a random chance that it needs extra when it swaps jar to jar. So hopefully it won't need to do that. So it's moving on to the Precantatio. Okay. So hopefully this will just all run down. Yep, Bordeaux, got plenty of that. Okay, that should be the last of the essence, so it's going to start absorbing the all the elements here, the infusion ingredients, and yeah. So once this block is created, excellent. Yep, there we go. All right, so now I can dismantle the jars. I can set up another quantum gate to talk to the ME system and dump some energy down here. I don't. Well, I will need some power, so that's going to be a little interesting. So that's something I'm going to tinker with in between episodes. And yeah, so pretty interesting run today. Kind of all over the place, but I did need to set up this this Infusion Matrix. It's something that's been on the plate for a very long time. And yeah, so if you could, please leave a comment or a like and let me know how I'm doing. And I will see you next time in Feed the Beast Infinity Valve Skyblock Expert Mode. Bye!